What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Jordan, and in today's video, which I'm excited for, we are going to be making a jerk beat. Well, I already made it, but I wanted to show you guys and show you how I made it. I will play the finished beat at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that, and let's get straight into it. Before we hop into the video, my overflow drum kit just released. I used the new hologram chroma console guitar pedal, as well as the hologram microcosm guitar pedal to create all of the sounds in there. 100 high quality wave files. Link in the description. Make sure you guys go get that before the sale ends. Please buy it. I need a haircut. Do you see this? Do you see this? Link in the description. On some real shit though, the drums I used in this beat are from that kit, so if you do like the drums that you hear in this, then make sure you head down in the description. So for this beat, we started out with Xenology. We got the delay pluck, preset number 34, and this is the MIDI that we came up with. I love that. And then basically for the effects on that preset, all we did is take out some highs and some lows with the FL Studio mixer EQ that is kind of built into the mixer. Next, we added another Xenology. I think this whole melody is basically Xenology. But preset number 8, Kryptonite Piano. It's the same exact melody notes, but we added halftime and OTT. And then this is what our EQ looks like. So we boosted the mids, lowered the highs and the lows, and this is what that sounds like. And I love how it's very repetitive and it's got like a very set groove and it's in an okay tempo, and then it slows down on this long chord at the end, or what feels like a long chord. So this is what it sounded like originally before I added the effects. I don't know, I like it both ways, but halftime really kind of gives it a mood. And then guess what we did next? We added another Xenology preset. Preset number 36, Tri-Stack. This is what it sounds like. It's a very simple synth lead. Oh, and I forgot to mention, silly me, we're working at 152 BPM in FL Studio, and this is what the lead sounds like. Make sure the note ends here, repeats. And then I just added a reverb, took out the highs and the lows again with the FL EQ built into the mixer. And then you'll never guess what comes next. Another Xenology. Xenology number 5. We had 5 instances of Xenology running so far. So for this preset, we got preset number 88, Dark Pluck, and this is the melody that we created in here. I wanted something that came in frequently, that added a bit more momentum, and this is what did it for me. And then it's very silent for a gap of time, and then this part plays. And these low notes play a big part in adding some kind of depth. It sounds fire without it, but I really like the touch that it gives on the second part of the pattern. Next up, we have another Xenology. Xenology number 6. This is preset number 37, PW Pluck. It's a synth poly key, and this is the melody that we came up with. Now we did add a lot of effects on here, so I'm going to show you what it sounds like without the effects. Still sounds wavy, I'm not gonna lie. Very cool, and it's the same chords and everything, but I just took out a lot of the notes that were filling this gap, because I didn't want to have a bunch of melodies kind of playing the same repetitive fast notes. I just wanted to make sure I made room for each sound. And so basically we heard that and added a bunch of effects. We got this preset String Surfer from Shaperbox 2. And basically what we did was we just turned down the master mix to 74%, so that way some of the original sound could shine through just a tiny bit. And then we added this halftime, didn't touch it at all, added a sound shifter to pitch it up an octave, and then I just took out some low end with the equalizer right here. And this is what it sounds like now. Oh, I didn't turn them on, I'm dumb as hell. This is what it for real sound like. You hear how it sounds washed out and kind of... Yeah, it sounds a bit freaky. I kind of fuck with it. And then we added like one more thing, I think, for the melody. and it's these layered one-shots from Rio's Analog Magic one-shot kit, I think in the Juno section, I believe, or Jupiter, yeah, the Jupiter section. Pitched it down an octave, and we added these C and B notes right here. And it sounds very boring by itself, but you'll hear it put together. So we layered that sound with a Ramena one shot. It's a bell it's called Ramena. The kit is called Ramena. I don't know how to say it, but it's called the same thing. It's right here. You see it. R-E-M-E-N-A. Layered it. You can barely hear it, but it's the same exact notes. Then we did the same pattern, but we changed the sound for one of them. So we added this diamond synth from that Ramena kit, and this is what that sounds like. I just wanted to give some ear candy that wasn't doing too much. Now we move on to the drums. I'm excited for y'all to hear it all together. You know what I'm saying? It sounds fire. This is one of my favorite beats I probably made from scratch in a while. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. This is the Boat 808 from my new Overflow drum kit. Damn. And we did multiple patterns. So pattern number 2 is a bit of a variation. Basically, all I did was add a few more notes to fill in some gaps here. Kind of just add a little to the rhythm. And yeah, that's the 808. Next, we have the snare, which I would argue the 808 and the snare are the driving force of jerk beats. You know what I'm saying? The snare playing at this specific pattern, as well as the clap, honestly. But we'll get to the clap in a minute. So this is the snare pattern that we have. Very simple pattern. Next, we added a chant, which I literally just searched up in my kits by going to the top search area. It's very hard to see on this theme, so I'll change it real quick. So we went up here, typed Vox, and this is a very useful trick. Search for anything you want. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for snares or you're looking for toms, you know what I'm saying? That will save you a lot of time instead of having to go through each kit and trying to find whatever, especially if you have a lot of kits. This is what the chant sounds like. A D into a C sharp, little double Vox, little double chant. And then we added another vocal chant. So you can see there's only one note, but it plays twice. And that is because we went to the sound right here, went to this wrench or whatever, to the tool section, and we went to this echo and delay, turned up the feedback, turned the time to 4. You can see up at the top left when you hover over the knob what setting it's at. Delay time is 4. And then we added ping pong. I messed with these mod wheels, but most important thing is making sure the feedback is up, turning this echo to 1, and then making sure the time is on whatever you want it to be on, but mine is on 4. Intergalactic Shooter perk. This is from my Overflow drum kit, but this is what that sounds like. Pretty cool perk. It's kind of like a laser. And then we added another snare. And keep in mind, this is all pitched up on the master by 1. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't exactly what every sound sounds like, but we added a accent snare, also from my Overflow drum kit. Link in the description. And then we added the clap. This is from my Holy Grail drum kit. I would argue this is probably the most important thing, as well as the snares. This fast-paced clap is what makes everybody want to twerk. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes everybody want to throw ass. This and the bass and the snare is what's going to make everybody want to throw ass. So then I added silence. Added a bit of silence right here, and then I added one less clap. You see there's only 4 here, but there's 5 here. I added one less clap here just so I could tease you a little bit. So that way when it come back right here, you're like, yes, the 5 is back. You know what I'm saying? It just feels different. I like that change in rhythm and that change in balance. So I mean, a lot of jerk beats kind of keep it the whole way. We did add a unique pattern, but a lot of jerk beats will keep it playing throughout the whole thing like this. And in a lot of jerk beats, they probably wouldn't even keep this gap of silence. They probably put the claps there as well, but I wanted to add my own little spin on it. And then we have a open hi-hat, also from my Holy Grail kit. And this is what the ending sound like. And then we added one more open hat, and this is the final thing that we added. So that basically sums it up. It's very simple, but it's very energetic. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm about to play you guys the finished beat right now. Make sure you guys go check out the new Overflow drum kit that I just dropped on my website. All the sounds were made with guitar pedals that I recently got. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Here's the finished beat. that's about it for today's video. Shout out to everybody who made it this far in the video. I appreciate you guys. I have a link for my Patreon down below with a bunch of unedited video tutorials. Make sure you guys join our Discord down below. Comment who you hear on this beat. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that like button to help me get into the algorithm. Go do something creative. I hope this video was inspirational to anybody in any type of way, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.